Today is patch day, and I refuse to call this a hotfix patch. It's not a main patch by any means, but it's got a lot of good stuff in there that I hope you guys are gonna enjoy playing around with. Shall we dive in to the patch notes and talk about all of the amazing things? This is update 19.6. We call it the Halloween update. And what was originally just a hotfix with loads of bug fixes turned into not a main patch, but a patch with a lot of content. Let me show you all of the stuff. Let's look at the highlights first. The Gloom is here, a brand new spooky, weird and gloomy vault theme, complete with several brand new blocks, monsters and decorations. This theme has a chance to appear during the month of October, with an increased chance on October 31st. The augment for it can, however, be crafted year-round, using one of each nether augment and a jack-o'-lantern. While the gloomy cobwebs might get you caught and can't be broken, it might be worth exploring this theme as it does contain special transmogs for helmet, chestplate, boots and axe, as well as a very special companion variant. Finally, the gloomy blocks appearing in this theme cannot be crafted, but can be collected. Here are the things that you can secretly unlock inside this vault. The first thing is the helmet, the Frankenstein monster helmet, where my neck and my ears are getting pierced instead of my lower neck, but it looks really, really cool. You can fully kit yourself out in a Halloween setting with this. You can unlock the Jacko belly, I think we call this thing. It's kind of cute. It's like a towel around around you. I like it. It's very cute, very fitting. To go with that, of course, we got pumpkin, although they're broken in my version. We saw this right as I launched. I was like, it's fine. The pumpkin, what are they called? Slippers. Pumpkin slippers that you can have with them as well. And then the hardest thing to unlock is this thing here. It's an axe transmog. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's so damn beautiful. DJ made this thing. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. I love it a lot. It's got a little skull on the top as well. Oh my goodness. And then the final thing you can unlock, the skeleton husky in the gloom theme. So it might be worth running these things, and it blinks as well. I think this is really cool. I think this is something that we should have always done. I really love the idea of having like seasonal unlocks and stuff like this, where you can kit yourself up in different costumes depending on the season. And then the fact that you can craft this augment as well is really good. However, it is not easy to craft these. So you gotta try and get it in October, because it's quite common during October and it doesn't cost you anything. But if you do wanna access it, you need every single different nether one. I don't even think I have all of them. You need one of each of the nether ones, and then a jack-o'-lantern in the middle to unlock it. That way you can get it the year around. And then of course you can get the augment if you complete the theme itself. Next, overhauled rune boss. This overhaul includes solving a major bug, which included that the rune boss never scaled as intended, specifically its HP, causing players to have the ability to add an unreasonable amount of runes. Speaking of runes, we simplified the selection by letting the base boss have all their abilities and instead letting the player choose the reward of the rune, while modifying ability haste, HP and damage of the boss. Ability haste determines how frequently the boss uses their abilities. It can be seen as attack speed in simple terms. This should make selecting your reward and customizing the experience more streamlined and easier to understand. Finally, we gave all bosses 3 ultimate abilities. These occurs after a certain threshold of runes is reached. Shielded is applied after 20 runes have been submitted. Blast Wave is applied after 40 runes have been submitted. And finally, Phoenix is applied after 60 runes have been applied, and every 20 runes thereafter. We are excited about these changes and want to send a big thank you to our pre-release champion patrons for playtesting it a lot. Then we have vault pendants. These very rare pendants can be found in ornate chests, barrels and strongboxes. A pendant has usages like trinkets and charms and can be equipped in your necklace slot. They don't have a rarity, but they can be legendary and roll plus levels to abilities. Why don't we take a little bit of a look at a pendant? Look at these. You find them inside ornate chests. They are now a super rare item, much like trinkets in gilded chests and charms in living chests. They can be rolled, and when you roll them, you will get, as I say, a random one. Look at these. They render their little skill thing inside the pendant. Isn't that cool? I think they look absolutely gorgeous. So that is lightning orb, or ball lightning, I think we call it. Big shout out to Nimbles and Josh for cooking this up together. This was actually a change that I requested yesterday. I was like, oh, I don't like, because we had another design, and I was like, yeah, the design is good, but it's not showing the player what it is. Is it always +1? No, they do have a +1 to +2 on level. Let's see if we got any here. No, they're all level 0. These ones. So they're level 1 on level 0. Then they can be level 2, so they can be 1 to 2, and then they can actually be legendary. So you can find one of these that gives you +4 to Rampage, for example. And they are equipped in the necklace slot, like that. Very, very, very cool. Very excited about them. I think it's going to be a good addition. And it, of course, replaces the Void Stones as well. Oh, here we go. There we go. A legendary Battle Cry one. And for some reason, it's completely black and doesn't show Battle Cry. But yeah, as you can see, you can get a legendary and you can get +2. You can't reroll them. You can't do anything else with them. They're more like trinkets. You can't craft them, though, so they're more like charms. Kind of in between charms and trinkets. We have new and improved Vault Compass. Since our edition of the Vault map, the compass has been found stuffed away in oak and birch chests around players' worlds. Forgotten and dusty. Now it's time to get them out again. We have added a progression system to compasses, where the player, after unlocking the research, can unlock new targets for the compass, such as pointing at the closest undiscovered challenge room or uncompleted god altar, to mention 2. These targets can be changed inside a vault at the cost of 10% maximum health, similar to how Vault Fruit works. In our testing, we are very excited about this change, as it provides more ways for players to navigate the vaults. This was something that you guys requested. It's originally an update 20 thing, but you guys requested it, and we managed to get it over to 19.6. This is how it looks in the game. You can select all of these different things as you unlock them. I've been using this obviously myself in my playthrough for the past weeks, and it's quite addicting. A lot of people were saying when we presented this that, oh, maybe that's too overpowered and all of this stuff. Personally, I think it's fine. You know, what's the alternative? Like running blind and just looking for rooms. Now, it can't show you omega rooms, and like there are of course limitations to it. It's powerful, but it's not necessary. I think this is something that people are going to want to unlock. But again, it's like a thing where you can choose to not go there, or you go there later in the game or earlier, whatever you want. It's very, very useful at my level, of course, at the end game here. Vault Filters mod is added. You guys know that here on Twitch, but Vault Filters is an amazing mod. This mod is amazing for anyone seeking to min-max their Vault Hunter's experience. It allows the player to deep filter items based on their MBT values. You can now create machines that pick jewels, cards, and or gear from your hoards based on stats that you want. Big thank you to Hoy and the developer Joseph for this amazing mod. A guide for how to use some of the features has been made by Joseph himself and can be found here. I've included a YouTube link here, which is a guide and a tutorial for the mod, because I think it's necessary. It's a very technical mod, and yeah, I hope you guys are excited about this. We also did get the Hunter rendering rework in. Hunter now has 2 rendering variations: outlines, default, and particles. These can be altered in the accessibility menu. The outline style will render customizable block outlines instead of particles, which can improve FPS. You can also now configure the colors for raw vault chests, objectives, god altars, doors, and pylons. Very, very nice. We like the new Hunter. Right, let's go through the other additions as well. The companion bed has been upgraded visually, and the UI has been redone. It also allows you to select variations of your companions when unlocked. And as well, we have a new companion, the Dylan companion. It's awesome. A lot of variations can be unlocked during live stream events on Iska85's Twitch channel. Here is the new companion bed. A big shout out as well to Nimbles, who's made this UX, and it's so beautiful. It's so much better than what I did previously. But yeah, in this new companion bed, which I really do like. I did like our previous design too, I must say. You can change the version of the pet. And the new Dylan pet, the companion that everyone can get, is this little guy. It's a little Dylan. And I must say, I absolutely love him. I think that he's beautiful. I think that he's symbolizes, to me, obviously, he symbolizes happiness. And then, of course, a lot of variations to Lil D you can earn here in the Twitch chat. We got the pink one. We got the carrot guy. The sus carrot. Lots of different things that has to do with your companion. Bumbo Cactona is making a return, this time in style as a companion. I think is awesome. Bumbo Cactona. Oh, he's blinking with the full eyes. Should almost have DJ make the mustache go up and down. Oh, and it did! Did you guys see the wiggle? Oh, it's gone to sleep. Oh, DJ is so bloody talented. It's literally... This could be... Am I wrong in saying this? This has the quality to be in the base game of Minecraft with how this model is done. I mean, it's better than the base of Minecraft. Yeah, I mean, new viewers of mine, people that haven't been here for years, may not have any recollection of Bambo Cactona, but it was my most successful weird thing that I did in my YouTube career. We added a bunch of new transmogs. We added a screen overlay, a vignette when being close to a companion egg inside a vault. I know a lot of people will be excited about this. We added a void pickup mode to magnets, allowing better inventory management at lower levels. This is the main point, and I don't want to take credits for this because this is actually something that you guys cooked up in a stream. Literally now on level 0, if you have a magnet, you can start voiding all the crap that you don't need, and I think that's very, very, very helpful. This mode can be changed inside a vault as well. I should say that. I do it all the time, but I should say it, like, you can turn this off now inside a vault and no longer void all the blocks. I know a lot of people were annoyed with the void stone that you couldn't, like, take it on and off, but the magnet, you can just have a normal pickup mode if you want to collect some blocks or whatever. Voiding unnecessary blocks will no longer be gated behind research. Important. Void Crucible can still exclude items from being voided by this mode, so the Void Crucible is still valuable. And Void Stones have been removed. We also added the ability to get black dye from charcoal or coal. I don't know why. I didn't ask for this. I just saw it in the log this morning when I wrote the patch notes. We added the ability to smelt raw ore blocks. I thought that already was in the games, but yeah, I saw a push. Added the ability to use multi-servo from thermal expansion to unpack compressed blocks. Now, this is something that I wanted in the game. And basically, for those of you who weren't here in that stream, or those of you who may not understand what that means, you can now take compressed blocks that you can find, for example, in the factory room, and you can put it in the multi-servo press to get the next level down. And why is that important? Well, it's important because now with that you can more or less automate a storage system with compressed blocks, because you can do that and then you can shove them into a compressed drawer, and yeah, then they automatically translates into your stuff. So if you're really into automating things, this is a big update. This is a big important step in getting there, because you can take these 3 times now and actually make a little machine that turns them into 2 times and then put them in the drawer. It's a neat little tiny thing. Added the ability to smelt and crush, pulverize, create thermal mechanism compressed blocks where possible. Nice. So it's not just a pulverizing thing now. You can do it in machines as well. Cooldown duration and radius numbers now take gear modifiers into account when displayed in the abilities tab. Dylan, this is actually quite big. So remember previously when you were looking at your javelins, the damage that it says here is the actual damage that you're dealing with the gear that you have on. But we didn't show the improved cooldown, and we didn't show the improved area of effect, which I don't think I have any. The idea is that you can now track how your gear is affecting your abilities. And as I say, I think that this helps so much with understanding how important gear is, specifically for new gamers. Specifically for new players as well. Co-op display will now display the skin and name of players even if they are offline. Soul diffusers will now keep their inventory when broken. Anyway, that's additions. Now, balance updates. We have buffed Pestilence Wall. It now rolls 1 to 12 poison levels instead of 1 to 3. So that's how much the poison does damage to mobs. It can now do 12 damage. I will say this though, I wasn't aware of this bug, but apparently we had a serious bug in a previous version where poison damage scaled based off of your AP. That was never an intended feature. I need to say this with the deepest of my condolences to the people who thought that they should grab a Pestilence Wall, increase their area of effect, put a ton of AP on their gear, and then run through the vaults with everything just dying around them, and thought that was intended. It was not. That's never been intended. By the way, dudes, we're not talking about Poison Nova. We're not talking about Poison Nova, okay? We're talking about the poison effect on the mobs. You know the thing that you use in a poison build to trigger toxic reaction? You know this thing here? What I'm saying is, wrongfully, Poison Clouds and Pestilence Wall poison was scaling with AP, which it has never done before. It was new in a version and we have fixed it. I will show you the shield. Basically does the following. Entropic Bind also applies poison. Now for a while, that poison number there meant nothing. Instead, the poison just dealt damage based on your AP. So basically, you could walk around with this shield equipped and Entropic Bind on and just insta-kill everything without, like, you didn't even need to look at them. Basically, you could reverse and pretend that you were farting them to death. Next balance updates, we changed the Butcher Guardians in the village rooms to be much tougher, both health and damage wise, but massively reduce the amount that spawns. So instead of getting swarmed in the villages, you will get like 2 per spawner, but they're really tough. We changed it, and thank you again, Dylans. This was you guys that pointed this out. We changed it so that raid rooms found in normal vaults can now offer uniques. We changed the Voidstone Prestige to affect necklaces instead. This works retroactively, I believe, so if you had learned the Voidstone immunity, you now get it for pendants instead, not necklaces. We buffed packs to roll size 5, 10, or 15. Previously, it could roll all the way up to 25. So that means the packs is now always good, or always minimum as good as the 3 jewels on their own, but you can get 3 effects for the size of 5. Same with Kaleidoscope. It now always rolls every affinity, 5 to 25 in size. I'm not going to go through all the bug fixes, but look at this. Look at how many bugs the team has fixed. Isn't that incredible? Guys, I hope you enjoy 19.6. And we're going to come up with our major update 20 soon. We're not giving any time frame yet. We're not saying any date because we are polishing every single aspect of the game. But excited to get this update out. I do think it has some very impactful gameplay loop changes and additions. I'm also very excited to see people break the new rune boss balances so that in update 20 we can sit here again and talk about what we need to update with the rune boss. It's all just good times, really. So enjoy 19.6, guys. Enjoy it. I think it's gonna be levels. I don't know why I'm getting haunted while I'm recording my YouTube video. Who is haunting me? It's perfect timing while I read the patch notes. I love getting these sounds.